Blaire, as you are walking back towards the house after Joanna, who is now like 30, 50 feet ahead, you are approached by somebody.
I see this figure and I'm just gonna be like, listen, I've had a really hard day. I don't know who you are, but today is not the day to fuck with me.
Uh, the figure doesn't actually respond necessarily. It just reaches out and grabs your wrists and attempts to pull you into like a nearby alley and off a main street.
Hey, this is not the day to fuck with me. Immediately fucks with them.
Yep.
Mysterious figure wants to grapple a rogue.
Yep.
I'm absolutely going to try to resist that.
It's fair. That's exactly. I expect this to go very poorly.
I don't know how grappling works if I'm the one being grappled.
You get to do either athletics or acrobatics, but Megan has to do athletics to grab you.
Yeah.
Cool. Acrobatics or athletics, you say?
Yep, either one.
Yeah. Saw this. Oh, it went better than I expected.
Nice. No one grapples a rogue.
You flew and then you were dragged into the alleyway. Alleyway's a loose term for it. It is
near a house.
15 foot gap between two houses.
Yeah.
Back to Dugan's old map.
As you get as you drag her between, probably like it's actually like this.
Sure, yeah.
Do you say anything to her, or like, are you all like masked up?
I'm hooded, but because it's dark, I assume as a human you can't really see much. Once I get you into the alleyway, I will just push you up against one of the house walls and just be like, shh, shh, shh. It's okay. Alvine, it's me. Fagin, you know who I am, and I'll pull back my hood. With one hand. I'm gonna keep holding you.
What?
Are you okay? I've come to rescue you from the creatures that took you.
Nobody took me.
You have been gone for 2 years. You're telling me you ran away? I'll like drop your hands at that and step back.
Nobody took me. Ooh, that was bad. Megan, we're gonna need to work on this. Nobody took me.
So
I left.
Why did you leave? Why did you go?
Because I don't want to sit on a throne. I don't want to be a figurehead.
You're crazy. You're crazy. So you're telling me that you're not going to come back?
I hadn't planned on it, no.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you at all.
In the moment that he's just having like a moment, I'm gonna hug him.
I just kind of like stand there and I don't really hug you back, and then I kind of pause and then do, and just kind of stand there confused for a moment.
As I'm hugging him, I'll be like, it's really good to see you.
What do you mean it's good to see me? You left me. You left our town.
I didn't mean to leave you. Does that help? I left everything but you. And I guess I left you at the same time, but I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Do you know how long I've been following you?
It can't be more than 2 years.
He smiles. And there's a warming to his hug. And he leans down and kisses you on the forehead.
No.
Ennui dies inside.
Joanna, when about in your your walk off do you realize you don't know where you're actually going?
That's true. It's very true. You're muted right now.
Honestly, probably after 6 seconds. Not long. Not long.
Do you want to give me a perception check?
Yes.
As you turn around to look for Blaire, you find her hugging a hooded man. Well, his hood's down. What color is his hair?
He's got auburn hair.
And I imagine it's perfectly kept because he's who he is.
Yeah, it's very well kept.
Hugging a man in a gray hood from the picture, like a gray gear, in an alleyway. You do not recognize him.
Is it obvious hugging?
Yes.
I have no reason to flip out.
She is like a warm hug around him. He actually kisses her on the head and she doesn't react in a negative way.
Joanna is going to sigh, wrap her arms around herself, and find a dark edge of a building to watch them from. And just make sure that Blaire is okay. She doesn't really feel like approaching. I'm also gonna throw my fuck it. I'm gonna go full Blaire. I'm gonna throw my Echo Knight up on one of the roofs so I can switch to it if I need to.
Ooh.
Sweet.
But Blaire's just watching this interaction. Blaire doesn't know what to make of this. Sorry, not Blaire. I'm Blaire now. Hi.
Method acting.
You know that Echo Knight did that, you know?
Yeah. Oof. Mostly Joanna is just super numb and is just super not sure what the fuck this is.
He does look like his features are kind of unsettling. He's got very white eyes and white lips, but he's got darker skin. It's kind of a warm beige skin tone, and wrapped in and amongst his armor, which you would have felt as well, Blaire, is what seems to be just sections of armor.
Mm-hmm.
But it's unusual. It's not in any sort of pattern. It's kind of in a strip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Joanna's gonna smirk and say softly under her breath, "Oh, good. Another block for the fire."
Oh.
Do you guys want to make
Wow.
perception checks?
Yeah. I'd love to try.
You see a dark figure on top of a rooftop.
All
staring
you
down.
see are each other's eyes.
Yeah, fucking Fagin has the exact description you get for Edward Cullen in.
Yeah, he's completely an Edward Cullen character. Yeah, he's beautiful, but really, really unsettling.
Fagin, you feel like you hear something.
I will, as soon as I become unsettled with the potential of being watched or seen, I will pull Blaire away by the shoulders and kind of set her off to one side. Gesundheit.
Thank you.
And I will pull out, what do I have? New characters for fun. I'm gonna pull out a short sword, and just kind of go full.
Have at thee.
Yeah. Have at thee, and kind of
Feed.
start doing an active search of the surrounding area, all while just kind of protecting Blaire.
I did not hear or see anything, but I'm gonna pull out my short bow And I'm going to angrily whisper under my breath, like, why do men keep thinking that I'm incapable?
You're not incapable. You're my love. I will whisper back.
Do I hear this? Do I hear
Yeah,
these
you
two?
hear everything.
Joanna actually barks out like the bitterest, most hurtful laugh ever.
I respond to that and like immediately target this person who has made a noise.
Do I recognize the laugh?
Yes, you do. Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, Fagin, stop.
I'm gonna just say, I'm gonna whisper back to you why as I start to skulk forward as stealthily as I can.
No, I know who that is, Joanna.
Who's Joanna? One of your captors?
Fagin, I need you to know that I've kept a very strange company in the last... Justin, how long have I been with this party?
Probably like maybe 2 to 3 weeks at the most.
I've kept a very strange company in the last handful of weeks. A fortnight. Don't be alarmed.
He puts it, he'll kind of like start to sheath the short sword.
Joanna, where are you?
Joanna is waving.
Yeah, I finish and just gesture. Well, then it is only proper that you introduce me.
I'm gonna go up to her and be like, you know, it's not fair. It's so mean to hide from the rogue. Like, what are you doing?
As I'll follow you up to her.
Joanna will laugh, and looking Fagin up and down, she'll say, I hope this one protects you better than the last one did.
Joanna, Fagin.
I'll kind of like lean back and just be like, the last one?
And I'm gonna give Joanna a look like, can we not?
Joanna sighs and says, I'm sorry, I'm not really in the mood for new introductions. I've just lost 2 very important people to me. My name's Joanna. I'm one of Blaire's companions. We're on our way back now to the woman you're with.
Alvin, who's Blaire?
Oh.
Blaire, who's Alvin?
No. You knew that.
I know. I'm doing that on purpose to Fagin. Like, come on, catch up, buddy.
Fagin, this is gonna sound weird, but I've got some like important shit to do. Would you be so kind as to escort us? And
Oh, you bet your sweet tuchus I am not leaving you alone anymore.
I really hope that when Fagin finds out that she slept with Ennui, all she says is, "You fucked a devil."
And
I have it all planned out for what Fagin's gonna say when he finds out.
oh no.
I really just hope Ennui's response is like, there's room for 3 in a bed.
Blaire's gonna turn to him and be like, okay, this is a little sensitive. We found this family's children, and the rest of our party is there warming up, and we need to go get them. And we just lost a couple very close friends of ours, and it's a hard day. You picked a strange day to find me in the middle of the town.
My honest condolences to you both. I did not plan the day that I would happen to run across my runaway bride from several years ago.
Joanna's gonna bleat like a goat. Like, that's the laugh she gives.
In response to that, I'll raise one eyebrow and just be like, it's a pleasure to meet you, Joanna. My name is Fagin. You can leave it at that. Let us go back to the rest of your friends.
And we're gonna go back to the house. And I guess I have to lead the way because Joanna doesn't know where she's going.
Yeah, and I'm following I'll follow behind Blaire, but in front of Joanna.
When the woman sees 3 more people enter, she, as kindly as she can, asks you guys to not converse inside of her house. It looks like it can maybe fit, like, 4 of you comfortably in the main room.
I'm just how long did it take us to get back? Like back from the castle thing?
A little under a day.
I imagine that like I spent the day entertaining and trying to keep tiny children happy, so I'm going to go over to them before we exit the house, and I'm just gonna like give them each like a little hug and be like, if you can get out of here, I need you to get out of here. When you're older, go make a life for yourself somewhere that is not Dugan's Hall, okay? And then I'm gonna leave.
Fast forward 30 years, they have had kids with each other. Those
I
kids
was
are
just
fishing
gonna
in
say.
Dugan's Hole.
No.
I was gonna say,
No.
don't marry your sister.
But she's the only girl my age.
As you guys are she's the only girl my age. Dugan's Hole, let me tell you about.
Also, is it fair to assume that I got my bedroll back?
Yes.
Excellent, perfect.
No, those children are fucking thieves. Everyone in Dugan's Hole is rotten.
Ennui and Lonzel, you guys both notice that there is this new impossibly handsome man who is standing right next to Blaire and like is practically glued to her side.
I thought that the
Is it-
same reaction.
Is it like ennui but human? Can you tell me? Like, do they have similar facial features?
Yeah. It's like it is kind of like if Ennui were human because he's just a very unsettling looking human.
All right, so now we got instead of Team Jacob and Team Edward, we got Team Ennui and Team Fagin.
Yeah, there you go.
Good news, Ennui. I was always Team Jacob, so you're
I'm actually team on Wigan.
on Wigan.
On vegan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Team Lonzel. Let's throw a curveball in this.
Hey, baby, you
whoever's
wanna
I did many of the conversations Megan and I had in the last week have been, oh my god, I'm living my YA fantasy dreams.
I'm still shipping Lonzel and Lumamec. I just think a couple of spells, a bit of duct tape, it's
Yeah, it's
still
probably
gonna
fine.
work out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lonzel seems like the sort of person who's into that.
Interesting.
When I get to the house and I get to see the other two, I'm just gonna whisper over in your ear. And to probably the rest of the room, it looks like I'm just kind of whispering sweet nothings to you, but you hear me say, it was that one, wasn't it? And I'll like lift an eyebrow towards Ennui.
I'm just gonna give you one of the.
I assume this is our reward.
Well, it's very pleasant to meet you too.
We need to find lodgings for the night.
Where does one sleep in Dugan's Hall?
Joanna was hoping
Yeah.
you would know.
Where you sleep in Dugan's Hole as a visitor is Goodmead.
Yeah, you go back to the other town.
Yeah,
Okay.
Joanna actually
wasn't-
says as much. Joanna's like, it's a walk to Goodmead.
And how far was Goodmead again?
It was only a couple hours, I think.
A couple hours. We've been at this for over a day now.
Yeah, 4 hours.
Ugh.
I mean, we have tents and bedrolls and stuff, don't we?
Let's make a camp.
In the
We
city
don't have-
streets.
We don't have tents.
You do
so-
have a special little trinket.
We've got a tiny hut. I hold up the bead. That
We
was
do.
actually a plan in case the wolves and stuff didn't leave the building. We were just gonna camp out there for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Would you guys like to? Is Marshall okay with using one of his charges for his charm?
Before you do, there's a lot of abandoned homes around here. We could just squat.
That sounds pretty good to me.
We've stayed in worse. We've stayed in worse inns, really.
All right. Joanna, where's the nicest place to squat in Dugan's Hole?
Why don't you guys give me an investigation check?
This one only has some rusty nails.
Blaire.
Ennui and Blaire both find one together, being like, "Did you? Yes, we found this one."
Fuck.
It's honestly,
Megan's gonna just be really upset at the fact that they found it together.
it honestly is going to be abysmal to sleep in. So much so that you might not even get a rest out of it.
Nat 20 and I didn't find anything even worth sleeping in?
You found the best place, a windy, broken shack.
I'm gonna turn to Lenzel and be like, maybe we should use the hut.
I've only got so many of these, and we need to save them for when we are outside of the city limits. We could need them much more out there than in here.
That's an excellent point.
Says a random passerby.
Yeah.
Are there?
I pokes head in the window. That's a great point. Yeah.
Are there any candles in this? No.
We have torches.
Someone might have candles. Look on your equipment. Some people start with candles.
Does anybody have candles?
We can light torches and like make a little torch, like survivors voting people off the
There is
island.
like a hobbled fireplace kind of covered with debris and snow that you guys could like dig out a bit to try to light something inside.
I just wanted to do a little vigil.
Oh, then unless someone has candles, no. That's right. Sabo and Lumimac died.
We'll light 2 houses on fire when we leave.
Lonzel, I'm detecting a pattern.
No, I'm kidding. That was Marshall. That wouldn't be Lunzel. He would never endorse such reckless violence.
I hear Lonzel's afraid of fire.
Yeah, well, we'll still light a fire for the evening.
Mm-hmm.
And just,
I'll say, as I'm watching them settle down in this terrible shack, look, if you wanted to make the trip to out of Dugan's Hole to Goodmead, I could guarantee that traveling with me wouldn't take any longer. It's something that I have honed as a skill.
I am
Handsome
very good
man.
at walking.
handsome man, we have had a
My
very...
name is Fagin. Not that I know yours, good sir.
I am Ennui.
And I'm Lunzel.
The pleasure is all mine.
Fagin, we haven't slept in over 24 hours.
It was simply an offer.
I appreciate it.
Oh, that's way more than I wanted to mention.
Whoa! Look at
It's
that.
just for the
Fagin moves fast.
I'll take first watch tonight.
Why do you need watch in a town?
Oh, good point. Sorry, I said camp and just defaulted to adventure
Yeah.
mode.
Yeah, James clicked the camp button in the video game, and our entire party was instantly moved outside.
Yeah, James right now is in the sightless Sphinx from the Mummy's Mask.
All right, nap
Okay.
time.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
fires, you guys are able to get enough that each of you guys, you don't get a long rest from this, but you get a short rest from it. So you at least can replenish, use your hit die, you can get your spells, stuff that comes back on short rests.
You know, I'm feeling great. I don't even need it.
Oh, good. There we go.
I'm great. I'm like Fagin Fiddle.
Fagin Fiddle.
Fagin Fiddle.
All right, so here's the ultimate question for the party.
Where are we
What
going?
next?
You mean after Joanna finishes crying herself to sleep tonight?
I mean, we're gonna probably like go for a long rest in Goodmead. Probably.
Yeah, we can easily pass through that.
Yeah.
And honestly, I imagine there's going to be a lot of talking going forward for the remainder of the session because you guys haven't been able to talk for a long time. So, what is the general goal next for the party? Is my question, because then I can start like.
If East Haven is mentioned even once, Fagin will encourage that, but otherwise he has no weight in the party at all.
I mean,
What-
really,
don't
our
we-
options
aren't
are
we supposed to-
Bridgeland or East Haven, aren't they? Or
Or Tourmaline.
Weren't we
Lonely
supposed to be
Wood.
something in Tourmaline? Wasn't there something mentioned to us about Tourmaline?
Tourmaline's
Yes,
the
there
mining
was-
place.
The issues with the mines.
Yeah.
Issues with the mines.
And if you guys need to level up, because these level 1 to 3 encounters are too hard for you, there are some 4 to 6
too bad we
encounters
can't level
outside
up
of the
here,
10
though.
pounds.
Too bad we can't level up. Darn. Not in the towns.
I'm
Yeah,
also
we're out of levels up for this area, aren't we, Justin?
You are.
yeah. The fuck do we do?
I'm fine to go to East Haven. I think we could do more good in this area of the world before we leave it.
That sounds like a very sensible thing to me.
We still didn't get like anything from what we've done, have we?
Look
I'm
at
gonna look-
Onwee's new boots. They're quite stylish, don't you think?
We
Oh
got-
shit, we still have to find Cora's son, don't we? Oh no, we did that.
We did.
No,
Who?
didn't we?
Who?
Oh no, we found the husband.
Yes.
You found the husband, the son who joined the devil cult you guys turned away from.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's whoopsies.
So we may never find him.
Yep.
I'm gonna turn to me and be like, well, there is a spaceship with some tentacly dudes.
What have you been doing?
It's going to take me a very long time to catch you up to speed, and we'll get there.
Hold on. Is he even coming with us?
Well, I'm not going home without her.
Oh, of course.
I think the more the merrier. If we keep him around, we've recently lost a lot of help we had.
Yeah, help.
As I said, I'm not leaving without her, but I would be happy to be useful to you. It is not against my will, and my good friend, somebody, would be happy to help. And I'll stroke the armor that lays across my chest.
What can you do? Maybe a little bit of a trial run might help ease our burden of who you are.
He kind of smirks, and then he just, like, with a single finger on the armor goes, "Somebody, would you kiss him for me?" And the armor crawls up and down his arm as a giant centipede comes to life and crawls across the floor and up Lonzel and around your neck, and he kind of like tickles you with his antennae.
Okay. Lonzel's not going to try and dodge anything. Is he going to bite him, or is he just going to kiss him?
He just kind of sits there for a moment. Do you really want me to do this? I promise you it will hurt.
I'm counting on it.
Is this new? Have I met the centipede?
You are familiar with Fagin's bringing home ridiculous pets from the mine, specifically insects and other like rodents and things, but this giant one is new.
Cool.
He does always name every pet somebody, though. I'm counting on it. He will kind of nod, and the centipede will attack you.
Cool.
Oh no.
Yeah. Let's see.
Cool.
If this is in here somewhere, hang on.
Yep. I'm waiting for it.
Attack? Can I do with this? Action?
You go
I
to
might have to do it.
you go to extras.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I might
That's
have to
how
do it
you find it.
manually. There
you
it is.
There you go.
This one. Oh, but I still have to do it manually. Oh no, there we go.
Click the
Okay.
button. There you go. You can also track HP on that sheet too.
There we go.
Oh yeah. Roll damage.
Lonzo's like,
Damn.
ow!
It's like around my neck. It just goes right into the jugular.
It just opens your mouth and crawls inside, and we don't have a Lonzel anymore.
So I need you to make
Yeah.
a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Fail.
I
I know what happens.
I would say, how many hit points do you have right now?
I'm full health. I never got hit.
Okay,
Yeah,
you're
Lonzo
fine. You're
is
fine.
literally never in danger.
Great.
Yeah.
So you take 6 poison damage, and you take 6 regular damage.
Okay.
And you are. Hang on. There's a condition to that.
I am. I fall
the-
over.
Yeah. Yeah, you fall over. Oh, it doesn't reduce you to 0, so it's okay. You just take the 12 damage, and you're poisoned.
Wait. I thought the poison for them is special. Look it over.
It says if the poison damage reduces the target to 0 hit points, and then the condition happens.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Why would that? That would be weird. Okay. So yeah. Ow. I'm gonna like hold it out, stretched by the tail, and it's still sunk into my
Yeah,
neck.
it's still clinging to you.
And I'm gonna like shoo it off now. If you'll let it release me,
You'll have to put it down first,
I'll drop it.
and it'll just skitter down your arm and onto the floor and kind of curl around one of my legs like a dog or a
I'm,
cat rubbing up against me.
Watching this terrible pet just attack Lonzo.
To be fair, he did ask.
What's no, not Lonzo, you son of a bitch. In what's almost the opposite of how Lonzo would handle something very tenderly, I'll approach him and I'll just gently run my hand across his neck there, and I'll give him 5 HP for my lay on hands.
Oh, sweet. I also do the same thing, only after you've delicately touched me and patched me up a little bit, my hand reaches in and like the fingers gouge open the holes a bit more, and 2 needles poke out and start sewing it up in like live action in a very uncomfortable display that Lonzo winces at the whole time.
I'm gonna look at Fig and be like, that one's no.
YouTube, I'm worried. I don't know why.
It's a new friend that I met, you know.
We are gonna take a break here to say goodbye. So goodbye, YouTube. And we will continue this conversation in the same room in Goodmead that you guys still don't have to pay for.
I assume we are actually planning to head to East Haven, though. Like, is kind of the goal to prepare for, right?
That's what Fagin wants.
That's what Lonzel suggested.
I